covered it as we were driving home, and the lightning was cracking again as more nonsense started to spew between you-know-who and once again it's on. Jeez. Man, just when you think it's safe, let's say, okay, the case is over, and here comes Tory Lanez crazy daddy. Man, they went crazy in the courtroom when she was found guilty on all charges, all the counts. The lightning was cracking again, and he went off. He couldn't wait to say how he felt outside the courtroom. It was like it was well organized. As he called out Jay-Z, Rock Nation, everybody. Let's listen. He got the same peanut head as his son, too.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. Yes. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tarr and Alex Bart.
They met on Saturday before. They met
with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want... Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty. Free corn. It's not over. It's not over. God does not lose. Never. And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I know that this is wickedness. This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr, is the same one that witnessed or knew that 5 sheriff's deputies in LA County beat up a Spanish man with the last name Carrillo until the guy was beaten to and passed out. ABC News interviewed that man after Eyewitness News, and he said, I thought I would never be here to see my child born, and I would never been able to be around to see my other child rise up. But I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you.
He has kids.
Rock Nation. Yes. Because my son refused to sign a Rock Nation deal with you.
Yes.
And Desiree Perez, you wicked witch, you snitch.
Yes.
You turned on your co-conspirators, or the whole mafia one of you that was peddling drugs in this country, and you rolled on them before so the Fed could give you a deal.
Now you think
all of you, trust me, I have intercessors, prayer warriors around the world, and they will not stop until you are cut off.
Yes.
No, we don't shoot you with guns, but we know exactly how to bring you down in the spirit.
They all have children.
No,
they all have children.
It's all done.
That's right.
Let's go.
I like that.
Open way, open way, open way.
Now, everybody is jumping out now talking about Rock Nation. That's all they needed to do was hit the conspiracy drum. Now, I was waiting for them to make a comparison to Desiree Perez and probably the DA or Rock Nation and the DA and all of these different things. But one key thing that he brought out was that the witness that, who lived there, who came out on the balcony and was the witness and saw everything, was supposed to corroborate the story, in which he did, saying that Megan and Kelsey was fighting. When Meg said they weren't fighting or whatever. So apparently they were fighting, according to this guy. And the little guy, which he said, came out with a gun and started shooting. And they said that definitely went against what they had planned. But the defense was like, yeah, his story helped us, and so did the prosecution. Like, y'all, his testimony definitely helped us. So the jury called them back to actually say that again. Now, how could this all be because Tory Lanez wouldn't sign with Rock Nation? No one told Tory Lanez to go there and pull out a gun. No one told Tory Lanez to do any of those things that he did that night. That had nothing to do with Rock Nation. Matter of fact, Rock Nation told him to just be quiet and everything would go away. He wouldn't be quiet. He kept talking about it on social media. So then Megan, who had told the cops she had cut her leg on glass or whatever, didn't air Tory out until Tory kept talking on the internet saying he didn't do anything and blah, blah, blah. So she finally came out trying to make her look crazy, and she admitted that it was you who did it. She was very adamant and very to the point. You tried to change the narrative of the people, turn them against her, make her look stupid, have everybody in the industry believe in your BS when this is all you do. And Fox, I know that's your son, and you love your son, and you love your son's success, and all of these wonderful things you guys have experienced as a family because of his success in the music business. But as a father, you should have told him, hey, son, you need to cut this goofy out. Like, this is what's killing you right now. Because it's what's hurting him. And it's what's been hurting him. And now he's going to jail and realizing it's not a game. So you can blame Rock Nation contract. He didn't sign it. That's just BS your son keep making up. You think Rock Nation care if they sign Tory Lanez? Tory Lanez has got what buzz? It's like, are you serious? Rock Nation really cares if they sign Tory Lanez? You getting that from your son. That's some of your son BS. And you just riding with your son. So I understand that. But for the people that's listening to it, there's no conspiracy by Rock Nation in this. None at all. This was an idiot who decided that he was going to try to play ball and try to get publicity off of basically shooting a woman. So, of course, Rock Nation ain't going to be happy with their artists going through this type of turmoil. And y'all trying to run her name into the ground when she's actually the victim and the person that got hit. And to see how these young kids and males on the internet was thinking, it just shows you the far distance we are as men. Back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, they'd have drugged this Tory Lanez dude out by his neck. See, an OG would have checked him and say, hey, scrap, can't do that. You got to own up to that. you know. But they don't have no big dogs, and he ain't from here. He's from Canada, so he ain't got no really OGs looking out for him like that. He's surrounded by clowns. And when you're surrounded by clowns, you get a circus for clowns. Now, that whole little entertainment speech that he did, calling out Rock Nation, all of that was designed to go in that faction. You know, and my thing is you involve the children. And to me, that was very pathetic. Because by adding the children, involving them, it just made things more complicated, and it looked like y'all was going for a sympathy play all along. You know, so if that was your move, it's like we gonna do the sympathy pull, then you know it failed because nobody saw that as like, oh look, he got his kid, and they feeling sorry for you. They just thought like, man, those kids shouldn't have witnessed that. You know, dad getting locked up, going to jail. Like, why would you put that on your children? Like, he was thinking he was going home. He thought he created enough reasonable doubt with Kelsey that this reasonable doubt was going to be enough. He already got academics on the board, on the team. And academics is running a smear campaign on Meg. And they thinking, oh, we got this in the bag. Meg's arguing with him. It's time to wrap everything up. But no. Well, it don't run. It don't. Well, my thing is, if I'm Tory Lane's defense team, who is your defenders? You're a defense team. Your defense team didn't do a good job in prepping your witnesses. If the DA was able to poach them, take them upstairs and talk to them or whatever and cut a deal, your lawyer's supposed to be up in the mix. I don't understand that situation that his father was saying. To me, that was pretty strange and bizarre. But so is all of this information. Well, no, Tory Lanez eventually will sue. I mean, not sue, but appeal. Oh, well, of course, he's going to play the conspiracy theory because that's one thing we as black folks eat up like a dog on plate of jello. We be like, jello. Always room for jello. That's how they treat conspiracy theories, man. It's always room for conspiracy theory. No, they ready. They are suited and booted for some conspiracy theory. And now Rock Nation and all the stuff about Rock Nation and how the DA and all of them, and they set him up. This is all gonna go down in the retrial. Oh yeah, they're gonna appeal. So he's gonna be sentenced on January the 26th, and then they're gonna go from there. Well, it's still gonna be nightmarish for Tory Meg, because you got all these other people that's gonna be buying into what his fathers was screaming at the prosecutors. I'm not saying Jay and Rock Nation don't have that kind of power. I'm just saying that this wasn't the case. I mean, in this case, they knew this dude shot her, and he just tried to do everything in his power to create reasonable doubt. So that means he go home, because we got reasonable doubt. It could be him, it could be her, but y'all tried me, so you ain't got enough to put it on me. So, you know, the jury didn't fall for that. They went by the key witness. And the key witness explained everything. So that was that. Do I think they're gonna bounce back with what? Another album? They're gonna release Tory Lanez album from jail. Oh, thanks for the Cash App, but I don't know. Man, there's all these Tory Lanez questions. Uh, I think Tory Lanez has been framed by Rock Nation and Jay-Z. We just covered that. But if you want to believe it, I can't make you not believe it. But I don't think he was set up. Um, do I think Jay-Z and Rock Nation are just, I don't know what that said. I guess that's trying to say, Perez, your message cut off, dude. I'm sorry. It's not making any sense. LeBron James or Tracy McGrady, who was the better player? I'll say Tracy McGrady, because he could do a lot of things that LeBron James couldn't. Better defender, better footwork, whole nine. Hmm. Oh no, it's just people being people. Uh, we gotta talk about Bishop Lamont Whitehead. So, I've been waiting on you to speak on it. Okay, I might do it on One Crack News or something. Talk about Bishop Lamont Whitehead. I mean, you gotta know you going down when you going viral for all these type of things. It's best sometimes not to be viral at all. Uh, let me see. Nope, nope, nope. Uh-uh. Well, I'll leave it at this point. So we'll pick it up tomorrow or later on in a couple of hours. Anyway, thanks for everybody who subscribed, who's new here. Hit the notification bell, like the video, and that should do it. I'm out. Peace.